political face-off over an expose by international media which has alleged that there has been Chinese propaganda through some Indian media outlets. The government today slammed the Congress party over a report in a leading US daily that has linked US millionaire Neville Roy Singham with Chinese propaganda. The government accused the Congress of defending US millionaire Neville Roy Singham and media portal NewsClick when they were being investigated by the law enforcement agencies in 2021. Now, the government has been quoting the New York Times report that said that Neville Roy Singham is working with the Chinese government media machine and financing its propaganda worldwide. The newspaper said US non-profits are being used to push Chinese talking points. In New Delhi, corporate filings show that Mr. Singham's network financed a news site, NewsClick, that sprinkled its coverage with Chinese talking points. That's the report by the New York Times. Meanwhile, responding to these allegations, NewsClick has said it respects the sanctity of the legal process and the allegations against it are misleading and false. Let's just very quickly put this thing in perspective. What is the Chinese propaganda that has been exposed in the New York Times report? It has said that the US tech mogul funded Chinese propaganda globally. Neville Roy Singham funded NewsClick to push Chinese point of view. NewsClick sprinkled its coverage with Chinese government talking points. Now, who is Neville Roy Singham, the businessman who is being spoken about, who's the center of this entire controversy? He's a US-based millionaire, founder of ThoughtWorks consulting, IT consulting company. He's son of Sri Lankan political scientist Wickremaraja Singham, in fact known as socialist benefactor of far-left causes. New York Times report alleges that he published Chinese propaganda in India. The New York Times also said website NewsClick got money from Singham. New York Times quoted funds propaganda groups through American non-profits. New York Times also said it used financials. In fact, Mr. Singham used financial network to push Chinese propaganda worldwide. Now, the big question is there Chinese money as far as this web portal New York NewsClick is concerned? As per the New York Times, Neville Roy Singham financed NewsClick. New York Times also makes allegations that NewsClick sprinkled coverage with Chinese propaganda. In 2021, remember, Enforcement Directorate started probing NewsClick's funding. The ED said NewsClick received 38 crores from abroad. The Enforcement Directorate also, in fact, was looking at the money trail which they traced to United States millionaire Mr. Singham. Now, the BJP has used this to attack the Congress party. The BJP has said NewsClick part of conspiracy to demean India. The BJP has also said that NewsClick targeted the ruling Modi government.
Congress, China, and NewsClick are part of a umbilical cord. और ये इससे सिद्ध होता है क्योंकि कुछ लोगों को तो ये भी आदत थी कि, और मैं नाम लेके भी कह सकता हूं, कि राहुल जी की नकली मोहब्बत की दुकान में चीनी सामान ये साफ नजर आने लगा है। चीन के प्रति प्यार ये दिखता था और भारत के खिलाफ दुष्प्रचार ये विदेशी जमीन पर भी और विदेशी न्यूज एजेंसियों के माध्यम से भी प्रोपेगेंडा के तहत होता था।
I think this kind of politics is absurd. No one in any of our political parties can be considered to be anti-Indian. We have a different view of how India should progress and what India needs in terms of its future as a democracy. And that's the difference. It's not about any foreign country. In fact, we have been critical of this government for not being tough enough on China after they killed 20 of our soldiers in Galwan. So it makes no sense to make such a charge.